Welcome again to Let's Talk Science with Pastor Dan. I'm going to talk today. We've just come through the Easter season, and we just came through the Passover season. And one of the major characters in Passover is Moses. Now, there are many, many, many depictions of Jesus in the Old Testament, old characters that the men and women that God used as a foreshadowing of what Jesus would be. One of the best of those was Moses. Moses, as a child, had someone seek his life, wanted to kill him. Jesus, as a young baby, wanted something to seek his life and kill him. He was put into Egypt as a way of providing protection for him. God spoke to Joseph in a dream. The angel of the Lord, angel Gabriel, not angel of the Lord, because the angel of the Lord is Jesus, represented in the Old Testament, or in the Old Testament. Gabriel, we believe, spoke to Joseph in a dream, and told him to go to Egypt. He was called out of Egypt. Jesus was called out of Egypt. The Moses was in the wilderness for 40 years. It's really interesting. I always talk to people that are saying they're getting too old to do things. Moses was probably 40 years old when he was driven out of Egypt. He spent 40 years in the wilderness, so he was 80 years old when he returned to Egypt with his brother Aaron to tell Pharaoh to let my people go. And then he served as a leader of Israel for 40 more years. So it's 120 years old when he finally climbed the mountain and died, seeing the promised land. But 40 years he was in the wilderness. 40 days, 40 nights, Jesus fasted in the wilderness. And Moses provided a way of redemption. The Passover, the idea that God gave him through the 10 plagues on Egypt, that the sacrifice, that without the shedding of blood, there's no forgiveness of sins. Well, Jesus is the sacrifice. His blood paid for us so that we can have right relationship. His blood covers our sins. So it's not anything we do. You cannot be good enough. You cannot do enough. You cannot be a good enough person. Getting into the presence of God is not about what you do. It's about who you know and about whose you are. That's where you need to come to, place of understanding. I only do what I do because of my love for Jesus, and I'm only able to reflect that because of his love for me and the price that he paid for me to make us right together. All right, that's my thought for today. Hopefully not too bad. Take care. God bless. Bye.